So when you're a lighting technician on a film set, you always need to have a tool belt on you because there's a lot of things that you will need in the moment that you can't run back to the carts to go grab. This is what I carry on a day-to-day basis. I always have a zip cord stinger on me because it's great to have in a pinch if you need 5 more feet on a cable. Always have that in your pocket. A string of cube taps, I'm down to 1 because they are so useful. Because, I mean, you want to minimize the amount of cable you have running on the ground, so you run 1 stinger and you can stick a cube tap in and then you have 3 outlets. I always carry electrical tape with me if you ever need to make another zip cord or for any other reason. This is a really useful piece. I carry 2 cotter pins. These are like a safety mechanism for a lot of lights. When you rig them, you can use this as like an extra safety latch. It's the kind of thing that when you're done doing a big rig and you realize you forgot to bring one, you don't want to have to do the walk of shame all the way back to the carts. I could genuinely, if you give me a TED Talk to talk about my belt setup for an hour, I would. 2-inch black paper tape. Photo black is the #1 piece of tape that you will use either in grip or in electric. Use it for almost anything because it doesn't really catch the light and it doesn't leave residue because it's paper tape. I use it for everything. I use it for labels, which is also why I always carry a silver Sharpie with me, because if you ever need to write a quick label, black Sharpie won't show up. Use silver Sharpie. These 2 things are kind of the thing I'll probably use the most in a day. You always want to have a pair of gloves if you're wrapping cable. You can see how disgusting these are. Gloves keep your hands from getting gross. Cable is really disgusting. It runs through rain, it runs through mud, it runs through the city of Chicago water, which is also disgusting. Gloves are always a good thing to have. I think, as you can see with like a lot of these things that I have, they're very small and very light, and you're going to be carrying them on your body all day, every day for 70-hour weeks. I don't think it's worth the strain on your body to carry a lot of heavy tools, because this does the same job as like a heavier version of the same tool. This, by the way, is side cutters, and it's used to cut all kinds of cable. I almost exclusively use it to cut zip ties because 80% of what I do is zip tie based. A knife and a wrench are both very important. I specifically love this wrench because it is the lightest wrench that you can buy online. You can see the cutouts and it's made of a very special lightweight metal. Obviously, like every belt setup you'll have will depend show to show depending on the kind of work you're doing. Always good to have an Allen set, also a very lightweight version. A little screwdriver, electrician shears, which are just like very strong heavyweight scissors. This is another thing you're probably, as a lighting technician, expected to carry.